Africa is not a country. It is not a big homogeneous market. It's thriving with some of the world's fastest growing economies. To find out more, log on africabusinessradio.com towards a profitable Africa.
Whenever you find some 20-something women gathered up under a small shed, whispering to one another within any rural area, there's a 40% chance they're trying to get a loan from a community bank and a 60% chance they're trying to do a daily contribution of monies amongst themselves so that each person takes the money in rotation. Like the saying, heaven helps those who help themselves. Women seem to be championing smart ways to get soft loans for the sake of meeting their immediate family needs. These loans usually come with no interest rate, which means you only give back the amount you borrowed. Oh well, some microfinance banks have taken advantage of this community banking system by offering various loan packages for women and men who have successfully formed themselves into a cooperative society. So, what makes up a community bank and how can you access loans from one? 1. Community banks aren't just small, they are local. Community banks tend to obtain money as deposit from local individuals and businesses and lend the same money as credit to local borrowers. This makes a community bank to act more like a community agent as regards taking money from Mr. A and lending it to Mr. B or even Mr. A if he comes back for it. 2. Community banks keep it simple, legally speaking. There is little paperwork to be done if you're thinking of getting a loan from a community bank. It works by some sort of gentleman agreement, which means the community head can vouch for you to get a loan. Certainly, this requires that you live and do business within that community. This is where the saying, integrity sells, is true, because if you lack integrity in the community, forget it. 3. Community banks specialize in relationship banking as opposed to transactional banking, which large banks master through economies of scale. Community banks drive profit through long-term multiple account relationships and customized service for their core customers. Now here's the juicy part. 4. Community banks make their money from loans. Yes, the interest from loan is the main source of income. Community banks can still profit from this simple model largely because their loyal customers' money doesn't usually leave with each competing bank's promotion. These dependable deposits are called core deposits. So this is your money, and without it, the community banks will be practically dead.
Loanclopedia.
Now, if you're looking for a bank loan that gives you the most flexible repayment considerations, you may want to walk into the nearest community bank, especially if you live in a rural community and operate a small or medium-scale business.
Loanclopedia.
Learn from the smart African woman. Get people you trust, contribute money together, and be disciplined in taking turns with it. After all, this is how peer-to-peer lending began. Reading from the Loanclopedia.
Debt can be a depressant before it is taken and a depressor after it's taken. Think cooperative lending.
Have a good day.
Africa is not a country. It is not a big homogeneous market. It's thriving with some of the world's fastest growing economies. To find out more, log on africabusinessradio.com towards a profitable Africa.